In today's news, the Royal Virgin Islands Police Force promotes 3 chief inspectors, hospitality and marine education to be offered at the HLSCC Virgin Gorda Center. ESHS building officially handed over, and Premier is seeking to trigger the territory's first referendum. CUI reported on the status of work completed up to November 2022. We have the details of this and so much more when 284 News returns.
There are many ways to enjoy life, like so many ways to count on Popular.
Hun, it's asking for your password.
Huh?
You were logged out. I need the password.
BR.
What's the rest?
BRANDI, the number 4, EVER?
Who's Brandy?
We're like the password that isn't your ex-girlfriend's name. CG Insurance. Good like that.
I should have changed it.
You should have.
You're right. That's out.
That's 6.
That's out.
With worldwide medical coverage and affordable premiums, we're like a home match that isn't played at your actual home. CG Insurance. Good like that.
My turn. Oh, come on, guys.
Hello everyone and welcome. I'm Ron Grant coming to you live and direct from Tortola in the Virgin Islands. It is Tuesday, December 20th, 2022 and you are watching 284 News. Thank you so much for joining us. Beginning our newscast on the local scene, the Royal Virgin Islands Police Force promoted 3 of its officers to the superintendent rank as a result of recommendations made to His Excellency Governor John Ranking, the Governor, by the Police Service Commission and ratified by the National Security Council. More on this report. The Royal Virgin Islands Police Force promoted 3 of its officers to the superintendent rank as a result of recommendations made to His Excellency the Governor John Ranking by the Police Service Commission and ratified by the National Security Council. Selwyn Rock and Daryl Robinson were promoted to the rank of superintendent in charge of territorial and operations divisions respectively, effective immediately after they have been acting in the post for over a year. Paula Allen was promoted to superintendent in charge of crime division but will continue to act in the post until the substantive promotion takes effect on July 15, 2023. Commissioner of Police Mark Collins, while congratulating the officers on their confirmations to their new substantive ranks, encouraged remaining officers to prepare themselves for the upcoming promotions. He said, and I quote, "The Royal Virgin Islands Police Force takes pride in being able to grow our numbers not only at the bottom with new recruits, but at the top level as well, thus opening opportunities for other officers to move up in the rank. We have now confirmed 3 superintendents, which would make way for promotions to the Chief Inspector rank, for which the process is being finalized. I urge all who qualify to prepare themselves for possible advancement." Reporting for 284 News, Ron Grant. Answering the demands of a booming tourism and hospitality industry, the HLSCC Community College Virgin Gorda Center has announced plans to expand its program offerings to include both marine and maritime studies and culinary and hospitality studies to the Virgin Gorda community. More on this report. Answering the demands of a booming tourism and hospitality industry, the HLSCC Community College Virgin Gorda Center has announced plans to expand its program offerings to include both marine and maritime studies and culinary and hospitality studies to the Virgin Gorda community. Vice President of Academic Affairs Dr. Arlene Smith-Thompson said, and I quote, "The offering of short courses in marine and hospitality education at our Virgin Gorda Center fulfills part of the HLSCC's strategic goals to make programs and courses available for a diverse range of constituents. In the near future, we intend to extend these programs offering to our other sister islands of Jost Van Dyke and Anegada." Director of the HLSCC Community College Virgin Gorda Center, Dr. Steve Leonard, said that the collegial of interest and demand from the Virgin Gorda community has seen the need to expand its program offerings to support the marine and hospitality industry moving forward. The director said, and I quote, HLSCC recognizes that Virgin Gorda is the mecca for hospitality services. Therefore, to accommodate for the community it serves, the HLSCC Virgin Gorda Center will be expanding its offerings to focus on supporting the community with programs and trainings that support the industry and its stakeholders. We're excited about this new endeavor and can't wait to be able to better serve the people of Virgin Gorda. Director of the Marine and Maritime Studies at HLSCC, Ms. Suzanne Goloski, explained that in addition to offering one of its courses to the community to get a feel for the demand, the department has developed a survey to help them better understand the needs of the Virgin Gorda community for marine and maritime studies. Director Zozoki said, from 14th to 18th November, we were able to offer our Caribbean Boatmaster Grade 2 to 3 preparatory course at the Virgin Gorda Center. This course marked an effort by the department to strengthen and expand our course offerings, including delivery to our sister island community of Virgin Gorda. Marine and Maritime Studies lecturer Jen Neal added, we will be hosting another Caribbean Boatmaster 2 and 3 preparatory course for 9 to the 13th January at the Virgin Gorda Center. Students can register and pay the course fee of $500 at the Virgin Gorda Center. In addition to the feedback and support received from the Caribbean Boatmaster Preparatory Course offerings, the department is also strongly encouraging community members with an interest in marine and maritime studies to complete its interest form. With Virgin Gorda being recognized as a top tourism destination, the college will be expanding, they say, its culinary and hospitality studies offering at the Virgin Gorda Center to include a Certificate of Achievement in Culinary Arts, certified hospitality courses from the American Hotel and Lodging Education Institute, industry-forward short courses, and customized culinary and hospitality training and course based on requests. Lecturer at the Culinary and Hospitality Studies, Chef Henry Prince, said, and I quote, Virgin Gorda is a popular world destination. We cannot afford not to have a full-scale hospitality and culinary education for the residents of that island. Students pursuing a Certificate of Achievement in Culinary Arts will be trained in a number of areas such as food safety, cultural dimension of food, vegetarian cooking, menu planning, and policy. Certified hospitality courses from HLEI will include certifications for restaurant servers, kitchen cooks, guest room attendees, and front office agents. Some of the industry-focused short courses will feature customer service for the BVI hospitality industry, introduction to bartending, recipe development and pricing, BVI history and landmarks for taxi drivers and tour operators, cake baking and decorating, BVI butler training, introduction to wines and spirits and food, and beverage supervision. Reporting for 284 News, Ron Grant. Viewers, up next, more local news. We'll be right back after a quick commercial break.
Freeze. Choose your mix. Choose your flavor.
There are many ways to enjoy life, like so many ways to count on Popular.
Good job there, brother. All right. I'm surprised you're here.
I'm surprised you're still alive.
Charles, it's been 60 years.
I wish it was 60 more.
Let it go.
No, you know what you did.
It was just ice cream. But you know what? It was delicious.
What?
We're like a family get-together without all the family drama.
What you gonna do?
CG Insurance. Good like that.
So you're saying I can ask this cat any question?
The cat is connected to the computer. You just type in the question, it will read his mind. There the answer comes.
You're the man! been looking for this for weeks.
Yo, everything good, Dad?
Why? This thing got me one way, Daddy.
What do you mean?
Ever since I hook up with this thing, can't eat, I can't sleep. This is the first thing I touch when I reach home.
What do you really? Hey, this ain't like you, know.
Dad, this thing got me staying home, keeping out that trouble me.
Wow. What your name is?
Shit. I talking about my CCT life.
Don't worry about missing your favorite series, sports, news, and local programming. Come to CCT today and sign up for CCT Live to access over 80 channels. CCT Live. Bring it home.
1 month free trial turn into 5. 5 months turn into, well, you know I hustle. I watching ball. I been watching football. Dad, Nickelodeon, Paw Patrol. I am hooked. Hooked, I tell you.
Viewers, welcome back and thank you so much for sticking with us. You're watching 284 News out of Tortola in the Virgin Islands. Continuing on the local scene, during a press conference on Monday, Premier Dr. the Honorable Natalio D. Wheatley briefed the territory of the Virgin Islands on his intention to bring forth the first referendum in the BVI to reach a decision on the issue of same-sex marriage. Jaka Wooding has more on this report.
Premier Dr. the Honorable Natalio Wheatley is seeking to trigger the territory's first referendum, seeking to decide on the matter of legalizing same-sex marriage, as a decision currently before the High Court threatens to force the territory in that direction. According to Wheatley, the decision, which threatens to, quote, tear apart the social and religious fabric of society, end quote, relates to a case involving a same-sex couple comprising of 2 Virgin Islanders who were married abroad and have mounted a legal challenge to have their union legally recognized in the territory.
If they were to be successful, Section 13(1)(c) of the Matrimonial Proceedings and Property Act, which provides that marriage is void unless the parties are respectively male and female, would be declared unconstitutional and therefore be null and void. As a result, same-sex marriage would become legal in the Virgin Islands.
Wheatley reiterated that it is his position that matters of social and religious significance should not be decided in the courts.
The Constitution provides that every man and woman of marriageable age has the right to marry and found a family in accordance with laws enacted by the legislature. The Matrimonial Proceedings and Property Act is a law enacted by the democratically elected legislature of the Virgin Islands. In response to this legal challenge, the Virgin Islands government, who is the respondent in this case, through counsel in the Attorney General's chambers, is vigorously defending our laws, which clearly provide that marriage should be between a man and a woman. Importantly also, we are defending the ability of the democratically elected legislature of the Virgin Islands to make legislation on this issue.
This, he said, was the driving force behind Cabinet's decision to seek a referendum.
Therefore, in a special meeting of the Cabinet of the Virgin Islands, held on Friday, the 16th of December 2022, Cabinet decided to refer the matter of same-sex marriage to a referendum so that the electorate can consider and decide on the question of whether same-sex marriage should be legal. This will be the first referendum in the history of the Virgin Islands. This referendum will give all eligible persons the opportunity to defend what they believe to be socially and morally right.
The referendum will also consider the question of whether new legislation should be introduced to provide persons in a domestic partnership with certain legal rights, such as the ability to pass on one's estate to their partner regardless of sex. In order for the referendum to proceed, a resolution must first be prepared, agreed upon, and then voted on by the House of Assembly. For 284 News, I am Jaka Wooding.
Within the coming weeks, I will be sitting down, viewers, with representatives out of Bermuda who recently, in just about 2006-2007, had a similar referendum on same-sex marriage, which was not passed. We're going to hear a little bit about their process in, of course, anticipation for our referendum here in the Virgin Islands. 284 Media joined the Cedar International School for their Christmas concert recently. We now have some highlights from this activity. Take a look.
Me love Christmas, me love me family, me love me friends and me love me enemies. Me a party, catch a good joke, buy a new car, drive to the neighborhood. It's Christmas Day in the BVI. Santa come on the donkey ride. Jingle bells, caroling, Christmas songs, Christmas in the BVI. Let's celebrate, it's a joyful day. Christmas in the BVI. I'm counting days till I see Santa, eager for fun and family banter. If I get everything on my list, I can't wait for my Christmas gifts.
Some days we forget to look around us. Some days we can't see the joy that surrounds us. So caught up inside ourselves, we take and we should give. So for tonight, we pray for what we know can be, and on this day we hope for what we still can't see. It's up to us to be the change, and even though we all can still do more.
You are strong, you're brave, no matter what they say. You are and bright, you stand for what is right. You can be all you want to be, for that is your destiny. No matter what you choose, this is what. Point to your parents and tell them, you are awesome. 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 Tell them they have a beautiful.
What an amazing job by the amazing students of the Cedar International. Of course, this season, my colleagues and I really enjoyed chronicling the journey of the various schools and their Christmas celebrations. Viewers, up next, when 284 News returns, we have much more local news.
Is business slow? Cash flow down? Hosting an upcoming event? We can help. Advertise with 284 Media and take your business or event to the next level by enhancing your present marketing and messaging strategies. Allow our team of experts to create a personalized ad that sets your business apart from all the rest. This could be your business or event. So, what are you waiting for? Contact our marketing team at 284media@cctbvi.com. Advertising with us works.
Lord of Jesus. That line here long like church service.
Alright, do enjoy the rest of the day. Next customer line, please. Wait, hold on a second.
Yes, Sonny boy, come, yes, Sonny.
Good morning.
Good morning, Sonny boy. Hold on there. You must have cut front of people.
It's okay. I'll take care of it.
What? No man to take care of me.
How may I assist you?
Yes.
You want top of power?
You want top of power?
Join the prepaid party with CCT and enjoy more affordable data plans, more top-up promotions, more savings with hero bundles, and more value for your money each and every Tuesday with Top Up Turn Up Tuesday. Visit a CCT store today or anywhere CCT Top Up is sold and top up your phone.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You want top of power?
Introducing a show poised to help guide modern-day men into 21st century distinguished gentlemen. It doesn't always involve suits and bow ties, but raw, real-life lessons. I'm taking you outside in the field to share the journey of some of the BVI's the best and brightest men. From East End to West End, Virgin Gorda to Joss Van Dyke, not forgetting Anigada. Our Virgin Islands gentlemen are doing the damn thing. We are the movers and shakers of this generation. The Art of a Distinguished Gentleman. Season 4 by yours truly, Ron Grant. Raising a generation of greatness. Wednesdays at 8 p.m. on 284 Media.
Viewers, welcome back and thank you for sticking with us on to the final leg of our newscast. The Commission of Inquiry Implementation Unit is advising the public that it has reported to the Governor and Premier of the Virgin Islands on the status of work completed up to the end of November 2022. Now, based on the timelines agreed in the framework for implementation of the recommendations of the Commission of Inquiry report and other reforms, the Director of the unit, Ms. Hadassah Ward, has advised that work on 48 of the 50 framework recommendations has begun. The remaining 2 are scheduled to begin in 2023. Director Ward said, and I quote, "The recommendations are currently split into 132 actions. Of these, 45 are completed, 39 are in progress and on track, 21 are in progress but experiencing challenges, and some 27 have not started as yet." She noted that during the month of November, the following was achieved. The work on the Public Service Transformation Program was completed and a system put in place to track implementations. The Governor assented to the revised Jury Act. The name of the independent reviewer for recommendation B24 was agreed upon by the Governor and the Premier. Work on this recommendation will now begin. The Constitutional Review Commission held 17 separate meetings and events as part of their public consultation. She also said that the dashboard gives the pictorial summary of the status of the fulfillment of the Commission of Inquiry recommendations as agreed in the framework. Now, viewers, the key shares each of the 50, of course, frameworks recommendations now being worked on as the main focus of the government of the Virgin Islands to raise their standard of governance in our beautiful territory. So you can track the status of work on each recommendation. If you have any specific questions on the implementation of any of the COI framework recommendations, please email the COI Implementation Unit directly at implementationunit@gov.vg. Again, that email is implementationunit@gov.vg. The COI Implementation Unit assists in coordinating the overall delivery of the COI recommendations, which of course includes providing support to ministers and ministries in developing work plans for the delivery of recommendations, assist in drafting policy directions, and the development of new programs and systems. Now, the unit is also responsible for preparing monthly progress reports, for which we just delivered reports on specific work programs and reports to identify key issues associated with implementation and suggestion of various remedies. The unit reports directly to the Permanent Secretary, Mrs. Carolyn Stout-Igwe, in the Premier's office, who chairs the COI Implementation Steering Committee. The Governor and Premier receive the monthly report on the 5th of each month. The Elmore Stout High School redevelopment project, of course, achieved substantial completion as of Wednesday, November 30th, 2022. Substantial completion means that all major components of the works were successfully completed and the building was deemed fully functional. Of course, they had an official handover. Take a look.
On behalf of the RVA Board of Directors, Merry Christmas.
Thank you very much. On behalf of the government of the Virgin Islands, we're truly grateful that we have finally come to this point, that we hand over the keys officially to the Elmore Stout High School, to the principal of this amazing institution. We appreciate it and we say thank you, thank you, thank you.
Welcome to our Food, Nutrition and Health class lab. We would like to thank the Minister of Education, Honorable De Castro, and her hard-working team.
On behalf of the Premier and Government of the Virgin Islands, we're truly appreciative of the fact that you all have seen the hard work that have gone into this facility, and we look forward to the excellence that will come from it. Cheers. Cheers.
Viewers, of course, the grand opening of the new wing of the Elmore Stout High School will be held on January 3rd, 2023, just in time for the reopening of the next term. Of course, your team at 284 Media plans to be present. We want to take this opportunity to congratulate all persons who played a part within this project. Viewers, that is all the time we have. I want to thank you so much for tuning in and, of course, joining us for this edition of 284 News, of course, coming to you live and direct from Tortola in the Virgin Islands. I'm Ron Grant, reporting for 284 News. Have a beautiful rest of the day and a happy Tuesday. Bye-bye.